afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, dear guests. Welcome. On the behalf of IFA Management and its two shareholders, Clarion Events and also GFU Home and Consumer Tech, I'd like to welcome you all to the annual IFA Opening Press Conference 2025 here in the wonderful city of Berlin. Now, looking into the room here, I just have to ask, how is everybody feeling today? Everybody in a good mood? Look at that. That's the energy we need. That's the energy we're hoping for, also throughout the next couple of days. So we're going to leave the stage to you. Sara, you and I will go backstage, and we'll be back in a couple of moments. So, Leif, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome again to IFA 2025 here in Berlin. It's really good to see you all. After my presentation, you will understand what IFA stands for today, how it will evolve in the future, and how it will continue to shape our industry. I can say with confidence, this year is already shaping up to be one of our best. Looking around this room, seeing faces from all over the world, one thing is clear. This isn't just another tech event. We are here to explore what's next for all of us. Today, I'm excited to share everything about this year's show. Over the past year, my team and I have worked hard to evolve IFA 2025 into something even more vibrant. Several days of wonder and excitement about the future, packed with the latest tech and gadgets, top-tier keynotes, panel discussions with the world's most important expert, and groundbreaking performances, plus unforgettable experiences. Our motto this year is simple yet powerful. Imagine the future. It's more than just a slogan. It's a reminder of what's possible. Imagine the future is a call to courage. And yes, the future can feel uncertain. But here at IFA, we believe we can shape it together. And it's an invitation to you and to the millions who will follow your stories, broadcasts, and posts in the day ahead. Our world is changing faster than most of us ever expected. What once took decades now happened in months. Technology isn't just changing how we work, it's redefining what work is. Markets shift overnight. Startups scale to incredible valuations in weeks. And between the excitement and the fear, one thing is clear: we are at the crossroad. The question isn't whether technology will shape our future. It already is. The real question is, will it serve us, or will we end up serving it? That's why IFA and the exchange between experts and consumers, between frontrunners and mass producers, matters more than ever. This year, we are focusing on 3 areas that are reshaping everything. Artificial intelligence for sure, software and computing power, and sustainability. In addition, the growth segments, starting with home appliances, smart home, content creation, computing and gaming, communication and connectivity, audio, fitness and digital health, and mobility, will be developed in a targeted manner. IFA is the global platform for innovation, where technology, culture, and society intersect. From the first radio to today's AI breakthroughs, IFA has always reflecting change and helped drive innovations. This year is no exception. All major retail groups are here. Their support and collaboration are a big reason why this year is already such a success. We have built strategic partnerships with Euronics expert, electronic partner, Telering and Mediamarkt Saturn. In addition, we also engage with the wider spectrum of the world's most important trade organizations and brands, such as Amazon, JD.com, Boulanger, and Smart Tech World. We have more product launches than ever. The world's leading brands are here, and they'll unveil cutting-edge informations at our show. And here is what makes me proud. IFA 2025 is sold out. We have sold more exhibition space than we did in our 100th anniversary. And in times of uncertainty, the industry chose Berlin. The majority of our targeted partners agreed to IFA. Why? Because in a world of endless scrolling, real experiences like those here at IFA make people stop and pay attention. Last year, we took a big step back and decided to rethink the IFA brand from the ground up. Not just a new look and feel, but a complete strategy reset. We ask ourselves, who are we and what do we stand for? Who are our most important audiences? How do we connect with them? And how can we make IFA even more relevant for today's next generation of opinion leaders? Of course, we are still here for our core audience, B2B. And we want to create even more value for them. But we also made a conscious decision to open up to new B2C target groups. Younger audiences, cultural movements, opinion leaders, a new generation of change makers. And we do all of this in a city that not just our location. IFA, Berlin is part of our identity. Berlin is energy, diversity and creativity. And when IFA is on, the whole city feels it. From museums to clubs, from restaurants to cultural spaces, wherever you go in Berlin, you know IFA is happening. From that strategy came a series of new initiatives, all designed to make IFA more relevant, more open, and more connected to culture. IFA Moments is one of them. It's where we, together with our partners, create experiences that go beyond product launches. Moments that fuse brand storytelling, innovation, and culture. For example, IFA and Fotografiska, with one of Berlin's leading museums for photography and culture, shining a light on emerging voices and fresh perspectives. IFA and Home Again, tech meets techno. A night in June full of energy with the world-class DJs like Solomon and Peggy Goo, making IFA part of the cultural conversation all year round. IFA and Karina Kogan, exploring how immersive tech like XR and agentic AI is reshaping entertainment, retail, and beyond. Another example of this cultural connection is the IFA Sommergarten. On September 4th, we open with Deine Cousine and Evil Jared and Groggy. And at this event on Thursday, IFA visitors can enter for free. It's a gift for all IFA visitors. And our other headliners this year are Ike Mel. By the way, the Saturday concert is completely sold out. Plus, one of Germany's most popular podcasts, Fest und Flauschig, where we recorded live on stage, uncut, open air, and probably a little bit chaotic. To reach and engage young audiences, we've also built the Creator Hub, a platform for creators, influencers, and storytellers who translate innovation into something people can relate to. This year, TikTok is sharing IFA content for 5 full days. And because demand had been so high, the Creator Hub is moving to the Palais. And to spread the word about our show even further, we start working with IFA ambassadors. Creators who have already been part of our pre-IFA events, building buzz, credibility, and visibility. And we are also launching Find Your Next Tech, 35 hours of live stream content produced with Webedia and distributed across YouTube, GameStar, and more. Cultural energy and reaching new audiences are one side of IFA. Responsibility is the other. That's why we are proud to partner with Cradle to Cradle to put a spotlight on circular product design and sustainable innovation. Especially as we live in a world shaped by one defining shift: artificial intelligence. Just like electricity once did, AI is becoming the invisible infrastructure of our daily lives. It's already in our kitchens, our cars, our screens, our health trackers. That's why we didn't put AI in a separate pavilion. It's embedded everywhere at IFA, in every keynote, in every top exhibitor's booth. And the real question is, how do we use it? Not just to build more innovative products, but to create real progress. For people, for society, for the planet. That's what matters. We believe that innovation had the power to unite. Technology doesn't care about borders. Innovation doesn't carry a passport. The challenges we face, climate change, inequality, and sustainability, demand global solutions. Some of you have asked about our political stance. Here's the answer. We build bridges. We believe in free trade, open innovation, and using technology to bring people together. Yes, we are here to do business. Additionally, we are here to foster understanding. Because when great minds collide, amazing things can happen. Of course, around the world, there are other shows where you can see innovative products. Yet some say you can watch the trailer there, while at IFA you can watch the full movie. We are not here to compete. We are here to complete the global conversation about our future. IFA stands for International Collaboration in Action. Korean companies meet German engineers. American founders connect with Chinese manufacturers. Brazilian designers inspire Finnish developers. That's the kind of energy we love to see at IFA. The kind of energy that drives innovation. And it's the same mindset behind IFA Next. In this area of our exhibition, we bring together what's new, what's bold, and what's ready to shake things up. It's where emerging tech meets real world, relevant showcasing the latest startups. We are also launching something new. The IFA Innovation Awards. A new format to spotlight breakthrough ideas. An independent jury at honored products and technologies that stand out for design usability, sustainability, and forward-thinking impact. And we've created the Retail Leader Summit, an invite-only event for up to 150 senior retail executives to explore how technology shifting consumer behavior and innovation are shaping the future of commerce. Here at IFA, we are creating space for real exchange, connecting retailers, industry, tech disruptors, and key opinion leaders. You also find the Beauty Hub, which puts a spotlight on smart beauty and digital wellness. Games Ground is where gaming, esports, and creators come together to explore the future of play. Outdoor cooking and gardening in the Summer Garden is IFA's open-air experience celebrating outdoor living, where visitors can discover the latest innovations in barbecue, gardening, and smart outdoor appliances. And our new mobility track, located between Hall 6 and 7, explores what's next in transport, from EVs to micromobility to connected mobility solutions. We are also partnering with VR developers to bring coding culture, software innovation, and AI thinking right into the heart of the IFA ecosystem. And of course, we are proud to host world-class keynotes. With breaking news from JD.com, we are excited to welcome their CEO to IFA for the first time, sharing a vision for the future of retail. Don't miss the keynote block on Friday from 2 to 4 at the innovation stage right here, with insights from JD, Miele, and Electrolux. You see, we have a lot going on at IFA in the days ahead, and I can't wait to kick it off. So, yes, we are packed with product launches. We are sold out. Most of our key partners are on board. We're positioning IFA as a cultural platform, one that explores how technology affects our lives, our values, and our future. But above all, IFA is about people. It's about what happens when we connect, when ideas meet, conversations spark, and new collaborations begin. Behind every story, there's a human story waiting to be told. Let me close with this thought. With every story, photo, and interview, you are not just covering tech. You are capturing the moment when ideas become real. A smartphone enables connection. A new appliance frees up time for what matters. The founder's vision, that's the start of something big. And when you tell the story of IFA, you are telling the story of what's possible, of creativity, courage, and the drive to go further. So, here's my invitation to you. Join us to imagine the future and to shape it with your stories.
All of this directly affects global home and consumer tech markets and makes consumers hold back on spending with immediate consequences for our industry. So let's look at the performance. Despite headwinds, the market is returning to growth, with total sales reaching $403 billion in the first half of 2025, up 4.6% year-on-year. Growth is supported by solid volume demand, policy stimulus in some regions, like especially China, and a replacement cycle in information technologies 5 years after the COVID hardware boost. Information technologies lead with strong growth, benefiting from both B2B and B2C demand. Photo is clearly positive. Telecom, major domestic appliances and small domestic appliances, Each delivers solid single-digit growth in the 4 to almost 5% range. Consumer electronics is slightly softer in comparison to last year, but it is worth noting that in local currencies, the market grew by 7.2%, while in US dollars it was only 1.2%, excluding China. And this highlights currency effects and regional differences. Emerging regions drive most of the value growth. China is the clear engine supported by stimulus and resilient local demand. The Middle East and Africa, as well as Latin America, expand at a healthy mid-single-digit pace as populations grow and access to technology broadens. Emerging Asia outside China is positive, though more modest, reflecting trade and currency effects. In contrast, mature markets are softer. Western Europe is broadly flat as households stretch replacement cycles. Developed Asia is slightly negative due to saturation and export headwinds. Eastern Europe shows steady progress of a lower base. Policy sets the tempo. Targeted support lifts near-term demand, while trade frictions weigh on exports. So in short, growth is coming from where adoption is still rising and policy is supportive, while saturated markets require sharper value propositions to unlock demand. In developed economies, ownership is high and buyers are selective. Consumers spend when products deliver clear added value, durability, quality, useful new features, better energy efficiency, and everyday benefits they can feel. This means less spontaneity and more deliberate investment. Consumers feel higher prices in local currencies and shift towards stronger value. Manufacturers reporting in US dollars face softer price and revenue dynamics, which are squeezing markets. For the industry, the message is clear: innovation with tangible benefit, prices with restraint, and communication with clear messages. As prices bite in local currencies and choice becomes more deliberate, the market's heartbeat shifts from how many to how much. Premium features that solve everyday problems hold price, while saturated categories stretch replacement cycles. The result is a distinct pattern in the data. Value often outruns units, but not everywhere and not in the same way. So let's take a look and map that pattern category by category. Value growth is clearly outpacing unit growth, which tells us that consumers are spending more per device and that average prices are higher, not least due to input costs and tariffs. IT and office equipment are the main engines of this value-led pattern. Revenues are robust, while units are broadly stable, reflecting richer specs and a premium mix. Small domestic appliances show a similar revenue growth on only modest increases in units. Telecom stands out as relatively balanced, with both revenue and unit demand advancing, signaling stable pricing and steady upgrades. Major domestic appliances, including air conditioners, are supported by solid, volume-driven demand, with prices holding up. By contrast, consumer electronics and photo are essentially flat in revenue and slightly down in units, consistent with saturation and longer replacement cycles. In short, value leads volume, and some segments remain unit strong. Now, Now that we've looked at the value and volume trends across product groups globally, let's take a closer look at what's driving those numbers behind the scenes. Which trends and forces are shaping the global home and consumer market? China is a key driver of unit growth in 2025, particularly through government subsidies. Several categories show much higher growth in China than globally, especially entry-level air conditioners and mobile computers. Air conditioners illustrate the pattern very well, which you can see on the slide. Global unit growth is at plus 11%, while China reaches 24% plus, and that clearly is driven by local subsidies. The same applies to smartphones and mobile computing, which also outpace the rest of the world. These targeted programs temporarily boost demand for affordable, high-quality products, but the subsidies are expected to phase out by Q4. And as subsidies expire, demand cools noticeably. So what will people pay for willingly? Let's look at some premium features that keep demand resilient. In small domestic appliances, wet and dry vacuum cleaners are the standout growth story, with robot vacuums not far behind, both riding the wave of smart convenience and time savings in everyday cleaning. Who wouldn't want that? Traditional espresso pump machines are enjoying a renaissance as consumers invest in quality and the small rituals that improve daily lives. In major domestic appliances, washing machines with auto-dosing are gaining traction because they simplify routines and optimize detergent use all at once, a practical upgrade consumers immediately feel. In consumer electronics, the overall TV market may be soft, but the premium end is vibrant. Larger 75-inch formats are expanding as home entertainment expectations rise. Smartphones with more storage and higher refresh rate monitors are winning because performance and fluid visuals matter. The pattern is clear. When products offer tangible, everyday advantages, the premium segment proves resilient, even in a challenging environment. We've seen how policy, regional dynamics, and product features shape decisions today. Now let's shift from diagnosis to direction. 3 signals stand out for the next 12 months. Upgrade cycles where replacement is due, premium features that deliver tangible benefits, and smart efficiency that pays at home. With that lens, let's look ahead. Looking at IT hardware, we're seeing strong momentum building. Mobile PCs are entering a new upgrade cycle driven by the end of Windows 10 support, pandemic-era replacement coming due, and growing interest in AI-capable PCs. Expect a shift towards higher memory and storage, stronger integrated graphics, and longer battery life, with commercial demand reinforcing the consumer cycle. In the TV segment, we're witnessing a post-COVID shift. The next replacement wave is expected in 2026, with longer intervals after the COVID-driven cycle. In 2025, growth will be selective. Larger screens, better panels, and improved audio, more about experience than basic replacement. Home appliances are where efficiency meets intelligence. Energy-efficient appliances gain traction as consumers focus on costs and sustainability. Built-in appliances could return to moderate growth as interest rates ease, unless, of course, there's new tariff interference. Smart appliances, especially in the kitchens, gain value as AIoT features enhance everyday use, from guided cooking to predictive maintenance. Small domestic appliances remain smart, stylish, and strong performers. Premium stays resilient, especially robot and wet and dry vacuums, espresso machines and hair stylers, while fryers approach saturation. Commercial levers in 2025 focus on sharper event-led promotions instead of blanket discounts, curated solutions, bundles, and stronger after-sales value via software updates, accessories, and consumables. That brings us to the end of today's presentation. Thank you for your attention and for your continued interest in the home and consumer market. We look forward to engaging with you throughout IFA 2025 and beyond. If you have any questions, we're happy to continue the conversation on or off stage. Thank you, and of course, enjoy the show.